Things just took a shocking turn. Jonas Valanciunas may not play for the Denver Nuggets in the 2025-2026 NBA season. Reports just dropped stating that Big Val may have another place to go. Amy Sutherland here for Nuggets Digest. Stay tuned until the end of this video to make sure that you don't miss a thing. This report was dropped just this afternoon stating that a Greek basketball team had offered Jonas Valanciunas a 3-year deal worth 12 million euros. That's approximately 13 million US dollars. This is a great deal for Jonas Valanciunas because it offers him longevity and a place to stay, guaranteed money for the next 3 years. With his NBA contract, the Nuggets are only guaranteeing $10 million for the next NBA season with an option to sign again in 2026, the season after the upcoming NBA season. That being said, signing with the Greek team would give Jonas Valanciunas a safety net to fall back on if the next NBA season did not go as planned. He would have already signed a deal in the EuroLeague, promising him 3 more years of guaranteed money without having to worry about what his future holds. This is disappointing for Nuggets fans because Jonas Valanciunas, the trade between Dario Saric and Jonas Valanciunas, the Kings with the Denver Nuggets, had Nuggets fans stoked. We have been calling for a backup center for Nikola Jokić, and the Nuggets front office finally answered, and now the rug is being pulled out from underneath Nuggets fans' feet. This Greek team has offered a deal to Jonas Valanciunas at an inopportune time, because the Denver Nuggets and the Kings have not finalized the deal. The deal cannot be finalized until this Sunday, when the Kings will officially make this trade with the Denver Nuggets. All of the reports are stating that the discussions between Jonas Valanciunas and the Denver Nuggets are fluid. So the Nuggets are obviously trying to offer him reasons to stay in Denver. I think the biggest reason would be playing with Nikola Jokić, potentially winning another NBA championship. I would think that Jonas Valanciunas will stay with the Denver Nuggets because winning an NBA championship is the ultimate goal for any NBA player and any competitor. And from what I know of Jonas Valanciunas, he is that. So he is weighing the options between being a competitor, hopefully winning another NBA championship, or creating a guaranteed income of the $13 million for the next 3 years. This trade, as Jake Fisher has reported on, will not change the outcome of the trade between the Kings and the Nuggets. That means that the Denver Nuggets will be getting rid of Dario Saric. He will be going to the Kings. And what would happen if this trade goes through on Sunday would be that Jonas Valanciunas and the Greek basketball team in the EuroLeague would be buying out Jonas Valanciunas' contract with the Denver Nuggets. There are still a few good bigs on the market. Mo Wagner is one of those, and also Al Horford. The Nuggets could potentially go after those guys, but that would be a waste of time because we already have Jonas Valanciunas. If he leaves, the Nuggets will be left with no other option. Maybe the option is re-signing DeAndre Jordan, which in my opinion would be not worth the money. However, he would be on a veteran minimum contract, a lot less than Jonas Valanciunas, but you would be paying for the quality of player that DeAndre Jordan is. Jonas Valanciunas was a dream come true. He was the perfect backup center for Nikola Jokić. He almost averaged a double-double in rebounds and points last season, exactly what the Nuggets bench needs. If he goes to play in the EuroLeague, that will be great for his long-term life, but very disappointing as a Nuggets fan and very disappointing as a competitor that he would pursue monetary funds over staying in the NBA and competing for an NBA championship. However, I could understand why he would do that. That is a probably smart choice. But if he plays well with the Denver Nuggets in the next season, he will almost be guaranteed a contract for the season after that. He should stay in Denver. And if he doesn't, the Nuggets front office has proved to us Nuggets fans that they will go out and do another thing to find Nikola Jokić a backup center. They've only had a few days of the offseason or a free agency and being able to sign people. So they have plenty of time before the season starts and before the trade deadline where they could find a potential replacement for Jonas Valanciunas. Jonas Valanciunas was traded because the Kings were trying to free up cap space to trade and receive Dennis Schroeder. That is what the Kings were pursuing. Getting Dario Saric was a way for the Kings to create cap space while also having another potential backup center. Dario Saric did not work for the Denver Nuggets. He could potentially work for the Sacramento Kings. Honestly, seeing him with Zach LaVine could be a great match for Dario Saric. And Dennis Schroeder being on the Kings. And that is why this trade happened and will continue to happen for the Sacramento Kings. They are not wanting any other option to happen. I heard on a few sources that the Denver Nuggets may be considering to do more of a three-way trade with the Michael Porter Jr. trade and the Brooklyn Nets and the Kings. All of that will be coming out, like I said, before Sunday is the deadline of when these trades will be actually finalized and the trades will go through. The Nuggets have set up the Kings to receive Dennis Schroeder, and Valanciunas will be part of this trade because the Kings want this trade to go through no matter what. That being said, it will be Valanciunas' choice. The Denver Nuggets are most likely going to talk to him this week before Sunday, convince him, tell him why staying on the Denver Nuggets would be a good reason. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Leave in the comments below. What would you tell Jonas Valanciunas to make him stay on the Denver Nuggets team? He played the first 4 seasons of his career in the EuroLeague and is Lithuanian. It could potentially be a draw to go back closer to home, back to the people and the cultures that he knows better. He's played in the NBA for 13 seasons, however, and is most likely more accustomed to being in America. But going home to your own culture is always understandable as well. Being closer to home, being closer to the people that you know and the things that you know. This is shocking news and disappointing news, but Nuggets fans, the front office will help the Denver Nuggets. They will maximize Nikola Jokic's prime. If this trade of Jonas Valanciunas does not go through, if he ends up leaving to go to the Greek team, another backup center will come. I promise that. Another backup center will come and the front office will find somebody to back up Nikola Jokić. Hit the subscribe button. Stay up to date on all things Nuggets. Like I said, we'll be dropping the news as soon as we hear it. And until next time, go Nuggets.